brand new season of Cosmic Crucible starting next week. A lot of new rooms, a lot of new rules, but to help you solve all the confusion, I got the Cosmic Crucible expert with me, Brother Jgiusti. And if you're ready to see what are the best things to put on defense for next season of Cosmic Crucible, then Brother Jgiusti, let them know what to do.
Let's go smash it.
And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. This is the expert in Cosmic Crucible, and we're going to talk about what you should set up for your defenses in this week in Cosmic Crucible. Before we get to all that, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel, help you out in everything in Marvel Strike Force. How are you liking these new rules for Cosmic Crucible, Brother Jgiusti?
They're interesting. It's always fun that they have switched it up and they're changing the rooms a lot faster, because I think they're just perfect, where the last couple weeks are kind of stale, and then we get a new set of rules. I'm really liking that. I
was just getting used to these rules, and now we got some brand new ones. Let's go into the game and talk about the global rules. What do you think of this global rule, Cabal of Evil? On offense and defense, Cabal characters count as Masters of Evil. How big of an impact do you think that's going to make? And initially, is your thinking to put Cabal and Masters of Evil together, or are you separating them this season?
That's only useful for one situation. That's against Mephisto.
Okay.
That's the only time that you ever use them together. Is what usually when, so you can one-shot Mephisto with Cabal, Kang, and Titania on a lot of teams. And so that really helps that matchup. But unless you're doing that, you don't really need to put them together.
So if you don't have Mephisto in your arena shard, you don't have to worry about combining them. You're going to separate them.
Yeah, most of the time.
Crucible shard, excuse me.
Yeah, unless they do something dumb, they put Sus, Black Knight, Dorm. They toss everybody, the kitchen sink in one room, then you'll put them together. But most people don't do that at the upper end, because again, you can just do that and clear it. So unless you see that, I don't see this being a thing.
Gotcha. All right, let's talk about room 1. The room for on offense and defense, all characters on turn clearing vulnerable from self and heals 20% of max health for each vulnerable remove. This way, characters with vulnerable gain minus 25% resistance. This is who you had for this room. What do you think of these rules, and what are you going to do to make use of the vulnerables? Are you going to ignore that, or are you going to try to lean into that?
I think for that room, just watching the footage, because thankfully we got the test server footage. There is a lot that you can just kind of like, you could put Affinity, you could put a lot of the blank teams in here, or the Anywhere teams. So I put Black Order here, Penny Watch to go good here. Trying to think who would be another good team. Your Spider Society would be decent. Just anything that has a very, it just gives teams that have good to sustain even more sustained. Is it worth building a Black Order for this defense? My Black Order is pretty weak. Not at all.
On the normals, not at all. Okay. No. So it just use another team if you don't have Black Order and still put in Quicksilver?
Yep. Just use what you have. Use the meta. There's plenty of teams that you can slide in there that would be just fine. If they're tanky, out of time, right? I don't have out of time on this year. You could put it out of time with like Dorm, or out of time with somebody else. And that's a pretty tanky team, and they'll fit in there pretty well.
Darkhold, is that still a thing, or is that more offense, or just they're falling out so far that you wouldn't even think about them here? I
think that they're too far for the most part. I mean, most of us are leaving them at G17, exception of Morgan Le Fay at 8. And even she's probably getting left at 17 now for a lot of players. Yeah. So Gear Tier 17 tunes are not going to last when people have G18, G19 tunes. They're just going to get evaporated. All
right, so whoever you have built up Gear 18 decent team, put them in there.
Yep.
Okay. Room 2, Blood Transfusion. On offense, defense, all characters on turn gain bleed with bleed, 5% damage per bleed, but when applying bleed, gaining defense up. How big do you think the bleeds are going to be a factor with this room? Are you going to lean into them with this team, or something else?
Yeah, there's 2 teams that come to mind in here that will fit very well. The first one you're seeing is going to be the Mercs for Money team with Noir. And then you have a Secret Defenders, because if Robbie gets speed up whenever somebody gets a bleed, and that is speeding him up. So you're going to see that team there as well. But those are probably the main 2 teams that really take those bleeds and take them to the next level.
So Mercs for Money is probably the ideal team. If you don't have them all unlocked, maybe you don't have Old Bad Logan at high stars, you put in Secret Defenders based on Robbie Reyes.
Yes, Secret Defenders, Noir is a great combo.
Noir also. Gotcha. I like that. Okay. Next room, double tap. On offense and defense, all characters on successful hit, the target has exposed. Perform a basic attack against that target. Characters with exposed have plus 20 or minus 20% resistance. You're going to lean into, are you thinking the expose is going to be something big here?
It doesn't exist. This room's useless.
No, it just no exists. There's not enough characters that fly exposed, so just put an Infinity Watch to annoy people.
Yeah, just put something huge. Again, you could swap 1 and 3 and you'd be just fine. 3 is a non-existent room.
Like cockroaches are always gonna find a place in Marvel Strike Force. They never die. They never ever die. All right, room 4. Under the weather. On offense and defense, all characters on turn clear all negative effects from that character. On turn, gain defense down, offense down, slow, and disrupted. That's a lot of negative effects at the Spider Society with Black Knight. How annoying do you think this room is going to be and this defense is going to be?
Oh, very annoying, especially with Black Knight. So one thing is that you clear all those buffs, but Black Knight, when you attack, he's going to put those that trauma on you. And so you're going to get stuck having defense down, offense down, slow, disrupted. That's going to be a very painful experience. I mean, there are teams that are going to one-shot this, but it's just to spread them thin. This is just a very strong team, a strong combo. Full Spider Society is also good if you want to put Black Knight elsewhere. I can see myself doing that after people figure this one out, but that's what I'm going to open with.
Okay, yeah, does that Black Knight counters and having all those negative effects stick, that seems kind of nasty. All right, next room, I'll be back. On offense and defense, villain characters on spawn gain revive once at 50% max health. Spider, secret, I can't even think of the D. Sinister Six. Well, kind of Superior Six with Rhino, but all Sinister Six members, all villains, they're coming back to life. This could be annoying. You get a double Green Goblin, double Vulture, double Doc Ock, double Craven. Ugh. And you can't blind them because of Rhino.
Yeah, can't blind them. You have some unique mechanics. I do think Lizard is. People are going to say in the comments Lizard is better as a defense, and he makes this team a lot stronger. So I think it's just that Lizard's going to be such a valuable tool on offense that's why I have Rhino there. But you can definitely put somebody else there.
Any other Sinister Six or any other villain? Would you lean into the villain or lean into the synergy with the Sinister Six?
I think you're going to see Super Scroll in that spot. I think you're going to see Dorman.
Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty.
I think you're going to see Black Knight in that spot. Black Knight on that team will be very, very annoying. So expect that Rhino. Think of Rhino as a catch-all. I put Rhino there. Okay. You could put Lizard there. You could put Black Knight there. You could put Apocalypse there. You could put Super Scroll there. Pick somebody, put him there. Preferably a villain. He's going to synergize well, and the rest of them are going to give them cover. So there you go.
If you're putting Lizard there, you are sacrificing some for offense, though. So that may not be the best thing, right?
Yes, because we'll get into my video, which is probably gonna be how to counter some of these teams and some offensive tools. We gotta go to your channel to figure out all this stuff because this could be pretty problematic. You gotta watch both videos, guys. All right, last room, Supercharge. On offense and defense, all characters after using an ultimate ability spread all positive effects to adjacent allies. And ultimate abilities cost 2 less ability energy. I always think of Doom for these kind of rooms. You got the extreme with Dormammu. Yeah, this is just painful. The Dorm ults, the Nightcrawler ult, the Gambit ult, the Rogue ult, they're just all ulting, spreading positive effects, and just it's going to be a very difficult defense to deal with. Unless you're doing like Cabal or something super powerful like that, then they'll just. I mean, Cabal doesn't care about this type of team.
Ugh. All right, so a lot of strong defenses here. And if you want to see how to counter, we're going to go over to Jgiusti's channel and talk about how to counter all of these defenses. So if you are running into these on week 1, make sure you watch Jgiusti's channel. Any other final thoughts on this season? What are you most looking forward to and what are you most fearful of?
So being in the top 200 and Mephisto becoming a prevalent, I'm literally counting the number of people who have Mephisto. I am terrified of the fact that that little red devil is going to be kicking me out of top 200.
Makes sense. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm excited that I'm near a bunch of other content creators right now, and I'm hoping to get some good matchups in the first couple weeks. I've had
Nice.
Pathfinder my bracket a couple times. Getting close to duel. So there's just a bunch of people that I can get matched with that I'm excited to fight.
Okay, yes.
Those are always fun.
You're getting very close to the champion of all the envoys, getting close to doing so. Hopefully you get a lot of great matchups, put a lot of great content. Make sure you check out Jgiusti's channel. If you got some value from this video, helping you see what to do in this season of Cosmic Crucible, leave the video a like. It is free for you, helps with the channel. And if you want to see what to do to beat everything in Arena right now, whatever defense, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you check out Jgiusti's channel. Are you ready for a fist bump, brother?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Hog fist bump, ValleyFlyin, Jgiusti, out. Have a great rest of your day, guys.